This is my second attempt. My name is Andrew Daka. Once again, I'm presenting my answer to evaluation of server operating systems. I'll start by the introduction to describe the meaning of server operating system. According to an article written by Forrest Stroud in the Wikipedia, January 2014, a server operating system is a software layer on top of which other software programs or applications can run on the server hardware to facilitate core server roles such as web server, mail server, file server, database server, application server, and print server. Examples are Linux, Red Hat, which is the version, SUSE, Linux Enterprise, CentOS, Unix has got Solaris Core Unix, and Windows has 2003 and 2008 release 2. In this article, the SUSE Linux Enterprise and Windows 2008 release 2 server operating systems will be evaluated. We will use the various comparisons related to the attributes of those two operating systems. Access is one of them, and access to the source code of kernel, and outer code according to needs, which is basically you can actually do that on Linux. Only members of the selected group which have got the permissions will have access to the code on Windows. Web hosting, it's efficient and scalable, the framework robust, but difficult to install, and the one of the frame is Zend. Good scripting framework and easy to install. ASP and ASP.NET are examples. Licensing, it uses GPL licensed operating systems. Users are free to modify the software, and Windows uses per seat license and is paid annually. Support has a huge support through the community of user forums, programmers, or websites and online search. Windows has support which is easily accessible online forums, websites, and it has a paid support as well. Another comparison attribute is run level. It actually has an inbuilt, SUSE Linux has an inbuilt to stop at different run levels with this, we can work using command line and GUI if anyone has an issue. Windows if there is any problem, fix requires reboots, elevated levels, hence stops productivity. The usability on Linux is complicated, but to install, but it has the ability to complete complex tasks easier. Simple system to operate, but it will take a long time to install. Updates, we have full control of updates and can store whenever needed, and it will take less time without any reboot. Updates will continue at any convenient times, and the times is paid add-on, and this is your Windows 2008. Security, more secure, where hackers or developers or viruses will find difficult to break through that's on your Linux, and on Windows it requires server security to protect core files. System integration on Linux, it integrates well with open source applications but reliable, require middleware for other applications, integrates well with most commonly used applications and Windows databases, that's the Windows Server. Bandwidth, on Linux require optimal bandwidth to run server services over internet, high demand of bandwidth, client connectivity on internet. And your cost or total cost of ownership, free upfront cost and minimum maintenance cost on your Linux. Support for Linux is basically very low, in ordinary it's about $520 per year, and large upfront cost and annual licenses. Server normally costs about $4,000 for 25 access licenses, and Windows 2008 Database Center will cost about $3,000 per year. Thank you very much.